Monday, May 4th, 2020, Maneco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. This is a special video, really. It's not about the markets. It's about what's been going on, this health pandemic. Some people call it a plandemic. And the Swiss, though, the small businesses in Switzerland, especially the hotels, the restaurants, they pressured their government, and the Swiss government has backed down. They were going to keep Switzerland locked down until June the 3rd, and now they're going to reopen everything on May 11th. They're opening restaurants, hotels, all the sports facilities. Switzerland has a lot of small businesses, and I think they have quite a bit of clout, and they work together. So it looks like the Swiss, even though I have said in the past, and there is an old joke that there are 8 million policemen or policewomen in Switzerland, which is the population of Switzerland. But I was talking to my sister, and I told her that, and she said, it's partly true. The Swiss like to follow the rules, but when it gets out of hand, when it gets oppressive, like this lockdown and shutdown has been, they're fed up. They got fed up. A lot of Swiss are questioning who's really benefiting from all this. It's the big companies, the Amazons, the big supermarkets. And my sister lives in a small town up in the mountains, and my brother-in-law's family, they've had this hotel since 1904. It's been in the family for over 100 years, and my sister was telling me that a lot of people were complaining, all the small businesses, that they're going to go under. They couldn't survive anymore, and the government has had to back down. And yeah, the point about the Swiss being policemen or policewomen, yeah, that's kind of there's a limit to even the Swiss, and it looks like they've gotten together and they've gotten the federal government in Switzerland to basically wake up. And my sister was even saying that outside the hotel near the train station, there are some chairs that you can sit outside, public place. And she said everyone's going there now, and they're bringing their own beers and wine, and they're sitting all together and drinking in the evening or in the late afternoon. People are fed up. And the most surprising thing about talking to my sister today, because sometimes I send her videos, I've sent her Amazing Polly's videos, and a few weeks ago, and she said, wow, she's too much. And this morning I got a message, private message from her through the Facebook private messenger. And it was the David Icke interview from yesterday, the 3-hour interview. And I called her back today, this afternoon, on WhatsApp, and I said, did you watch that? And she said, yeah, I watched the whole 3 hours this morning. And I said, I'm surprised you watched that. And she said, David Icke says a lot of things I don't agree with. He sounds very crazy, but a lot of what he said makes a lot of sense. So the fact that my sister listened to David Icke and what's happening in Switzerland, I think it's good news. I think people just need to wake up. And it's ironic that David Icke has been banned from Facebook. They banned his second interview. YouTube pulled it down from YouTube, the London Rio interview. But more and more people are watching it. So yeah, I was very surprised that my sister watched that. And so I asked her, who sent you that? And she said, well, it was the guy who does our marketing, the guy who runs the website for the hotel. He's a young guy. And I said, oh, that's good. And the other thing about my sister is she said she was very scared in the beginning when this whole thing kicked off. And she has a reason to be scared because my sister, when she was, I think, about 11 or 12, she had to have a heart operation. She has a condition in her heart that she needed to have the operation. If she hadn't had the operation when she was about 13, she probably would have been dead by age 22, 23. So now she's 59. She's got 2 kids. She's a grandmother, 2 little girls, and she actually had to have another operation last year because her condition, the operation she did in the 70s, was done very well, but it kind of needed a new one. And she was telling me today, the doctor said he didn't force me to do this operation. I could have said, no, I'm not going to do it, but I decided to do it myself. And that's what she was saying to me after listening to this David Icke interview with London Rio for 3 hours. She said, they're right about the fact that they shouldn't be able to force us to do anything to our bodies, like take a vaccine or whatever else Bill Gates wants people to do. So I think this is encouraging. I think they're gonna fail. My wife was also telling me about some of the YouTube channels she listens to. I think she listens to Hartley Brewer. I think it's a lady that was on LBC. She's now got another show. She left LBC, and my wife said that she was reading all the comments. She likes reading the comments to all these videos, and she said 99% of all the people are saying, no way I'm going to take this vaccine. You know, Bill Gates is not going to tell me what to do. So I think we need to just keep going and keep telling people, trying to wake people up. With the internet, with social media, you get the network effect. So there you go. Switzerland is going to reopen next Monday. So that's great. Of course, they're going to follow all these rules, social distancing. My sister was saying they have a hotel, and the restaurant is a big part of the hotel or part of the business, their restaurant. A lot of people come just to eat as well, not just to come to the restaurant, and they're gonna have to only serve 40 people at a time, even though they can serve 80. And I said, well, how can they keep track of it? And she said, well, there's always gonna be one citizen out there who's gonna snitch, unfortunately, but at least they're gonna open. And I would say that maybe in a few months' time, you know, these social distancing, all this rubbish will hopefully go away. So this video is probably gonna get demonetized, but I don't care. Before I go, I just like to show you my sister's and my brother-in-law's hotel in Switzerland. If you're ever in Switzerland, it's a great place to go. It's a Hotel Kernen. It's right by the mountains. In the winter, you can just walk out of the hotel and go skiing near the ski lift. In the summer, you can play golf, you can go hiking, you can go, you can play tennis, you can do almost everything over there. It's a great place. It's only about 2 hours drive from Geneva Airport. You can even take the train from Geneva Airport directly right by the hotel. The train will stop there as well. You don't have to drive. It's a great place. So when you're in Switzerland, go and see my sister and my brother-in-law. I'm sure they will welcome you. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, share it far and wide. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet and you enjoyed the videos on this channel. And you can also follow me on all these other platforms below here. So I wish you all a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye.